The lack of financial knowledge is not what stops you from being financially free. Financial literacy is not even the most important things that you need to get yourself to financial freedom or to live a financially stress-free life. Hi, I'm Melanie. In this channel, I review all my tips and strategy on how I get myself to financial freedom. Before we begin today's topic, I would kindly get you to smash that like button down there until it changes color, because the more like a video you get on YouTube, the more YouTube will share it to the rest of the world, and the more we can share the good news of financial freedom to others. A lot of people would disagree with this statement, saying that financial knowledge is like the most important thing to get yourself to financial freedom. But hear me out here a little. So research have shown that 63% of men and 48% of women in Australia shows basic concept of financial literacy. Yet, 61% of the Australian population feels that they would not live a completely financially stress-free situation by the time they retire. Research have also shown that only 30% of Australian retiree is considered prosperous. That means more than half of the Australian retiree are worried about their financial situation, are worried that they would outlive their retirement fund. These research numbers just shows me that having financial knowledge doesn't really get a person to financial freedom. It is certainly not the reason why people are retiring and not reaching their retirement financial goal. So it is not the fact that people don't have financial knowledge to get them to financial freedom. So what could it be then? Well, in my personal opinion, I believe that there's three huge key factors that dictates whether a person gets to financial freedom or not. And financial knowledge is not one of them. All three of these factors are action-driven rather than knowledge-driven. Just because you have the knowledge, but you don't take the action, nothing is gonna happen. So I am, for one, really believe that everyone should just do everything before they're ready. Taking action is the most important thing in taking control for your financial situation. So the first key factor is budgeting your money. Having the habit and discipline to sit down regularly to budget our finance is one of the key factors that get me and my partner to financial freedom. We would look at our financial status minimally once a month, and that's the minimum. Because we believe that if you don't know financially where you stand, how can you plan? But the unfortunate thing is that studies have shown that 86% of the Australian doesn't even know their monthly expenses, and 82% of people don't even know their home mortgage loan rates. So that is basically it. If you don't have the discipline to sit down and look at your financial expenses and look at your income on a regular basis, you would have no idea how much you're spending, or have no idea your ability, like what's your ability to save. And if you don't have all these budget in mind, there is no way a person can save up a huge amount of money in any form. Which brings me to my next point after budgeting your money is to save your money. Having the ability to earn money is good, but what really gets me to financial freedom is the ability for me to spend less than what I earn on a regular basis. The discipline to regularly save up money more than what I've earned has allowed me to be able to have enough cash to start my business to begin with. And because of that, that allows me to increase my income significantly, which leads me ultimately to financial freedom. Now, the next key factor is a huge one, which is invest the money that you've saved. Now, don't get me wrong there. I do think that financial knowledge is important, and I do think that having the financial knowledge would give you a better start when you are just starting out investing. But I do feel that taking action is more important than having the knowledge, because a lot of things in life, coming from my experience anyway, I don't have a lot of financial knowledge when I first started a lot of things, and I basically just learned along the way. But because I took the action and consequence comes with it, that I have to force myself to learn all this knowledge along the way. So then, as I take more action, my financial knowledge gained with it as well, rather than the other way around. I don't have the financial knowledge first before I take action. All these while, I've been taking action first before I gain my financial knowledge. If I don't have the habit of taking risks or taking the money that I've saved to invest in business, to invest in stock, to invest in property on a regular basis, I wouldn't accomplish what I accomplished today. And the more percentage that you can take out from your earning to investing, the quicker you will get yourself to financial freedom. If I didn't have the habit of putting every profit that I earn in my business and throw it back to my business to expand it more, I wouldn't have grown my business so quickly. I wouldn't be able to up my income so quickly either. But because I do have those habits, because I do have the habit of investing, because I do have the habit of taking action and actively investing constantly, is what leads me to being financially free today. The percentage of the amount of money you spend to invest is important. And when you first start, I know it's very difficult, and I do understand that it's very, very hard to even have any money to invest back. And it's hard, you know? So any little amount counts, because as your investment starts to grow, you will start to realize you would have higher and higher percentage of income that you can take to reinvest it back. I strongly believe that it is this relentless habit of putting big chunks of our income back into investment, and that regular habit is what paid off. Yes, sometimes we might lose a few months of our income at one go just like that because we make the wrong decision. But as long as it's consistent, and as long as we're consistent about putting money into investment, over the long run, you will start to see good result coming in. And this is why also I believe that having financial knowledge or having financial literacy is not the most important thing that needs to get you to financial freedom. I think courage is, and the ability to consistently take action is more important. And research have also shown that increasing financial literacy doesn't change financial habits. Therefore, financial habits is absolutely more important to actually get yourself to your financial freedom goals. So if you truly want to be financially free or be financially stress-free by the time you retire, then you have to look at the action that you've taken so far. Are your action actively showing that you are working towards that financial goal? If your action doesn't show it, then it's very hard for you to actually get to those goals. So viewers, if you are watching this video and your ultimate goal is to be financially free, either within the next 5 years or by the time you retire, then there is 3 very important questions that I would like you to start thinking about. Now, the first 2 is, how much time are you spending a week right now to plan and strategize your way to your financial freedom goal? And second, how much time are you spending a week right now to take action to get to your financial freedom goal? And the last question is, how much money are you spending right now to take action to get to your financial freedom goals? Your action defines your future. I know these might sound a bit harsh sometimes, because sometimes people are spending time with their family, you know? Sometimes people are spending a lot of time at work, and you're not able to spend more time to plan for your financial freedom goal. But in the end, it is still come down to this. However much effort and time and money that you spend building up to financial freedom, is ultimately up to you. Sometimes You just have to learn to sacrifice some things for the short term in order to gain long-term gain. Having the right mindset is also one of the key factors to get yourself to financial freedom. If you would like to learn more about mindset shift to help you get to financial freedom, I highly recommend you watch this video up here after this video. These are all the tips I have for you. Until next time. See ya!